So the new Galaxy Tab S9 is now available, but how much better is it than the previous Galaxy Tab S8? Should you save your money? Well, let's get started. You'll notice the new Tab S9 is $100 more at $799 versus $699 for the Tab S8. But as of this video, you can find the Tab S8 on sale for around $620, or you can even find an Amazon renewed version for only $529. You get 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage for both tablets. The Tab S9 is also a hair thinner and about 45 grams lighter. Even though both tablets have an 11-inch screen with 1600 by 2560 resolution and up to 120 Hz refresh rate, is going to be a little bit different screen technology between these two. You've got a TFT LCD display on the Tab S8 versus a dynamic AMOLED 2X display on the Tab S9. When you put them next to each other, the brightness actually looks pretty similar between the two, and both look good in person in my opinion, but you will notice the Tab S9 is going to have a little deeper blacks, better contrast, and has a little better viewing angle versus the Tab S8. You'll also notice the fingerprint scanner is now built into the screen versus having it on the power button with the Tab S8. Both are nice options to have. I might prefer it on the screen just a little bit better versus having to feel around the edge of the tablet to try to find it, but of course that'll be personal preference. The Galaxy Tab S9 does have a bigger battery now with 8400 milliamp hours versus 8000 in the Tab S8. You'll also get 45 watt fast charging with both tablets, and in my testing at 100% screen brightness, the Tab S9 lasted about 2 hours longer than the Tab S8 at 9 hours versus about 7. Both are going to have plenty of juice to last you a day or two with normal usage, even longer if you turn the screen brightness down. But yeah, if you want the tablet with better battery life, you'll want to go with the Tab S9. Software wise, these two are going to be very similar, pretty much identical actually. One obvious advantage for the Tab S9, it's going to be 1 year ahead or have longer support than the Tab S8. But if you're looking for an Android tablet, it's going to be tough to beat either of these tablets from Samsung, especially considering the S Pen is included with both, and you'll have features like Samsung DeX with video out support on both tablets, so it's easy to connect to an external monitor or TV. One nice thing is you can now switch the position of the S Pen on the back while charging on the back of the Tab S9. It also feels like a slightly stronger magnet on the back of the S9 versus the Tab S8. You can also use a keyboard and mouse to be a little more productive on both tablets. Keep in mind though, there's just enough differences between the camera placements and where the S Pen goes on the back that you're not able to use the same cases or accessories between the two. Performance-wise, the Tab S9 has the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 versus Gen 1 on the Tab S8, and then you've got the option of 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM for both tablets. Just looking at the Geekbench scores, you're going to notice quite a bit higher or better numbers for the Tab S9, which is nice to see. I don't know if you're going to notice a huge difference though when just moving around the software or doing most of your basic things. Maybe once you start doing a little more intense things like video editing, you're going to notice the S9 handles those things a little bit better. When it comes to gaming, yes, things are going to load a little bit faster, and some games will have a little better graphics or frame rates on the Tab S9, but during PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9, they look almost identical between the two, so I don't know if I would upgrade from one to the other just for gaming, but you can't go wrong with either one when it comes to playing games on these two, in my opinion. As far as speakers go, both have 2 speakers on each side with Dolby Atmos, tuned by AKG, but Samsung has done something to make the Tab S9 speakers sound a little better and louder than the Tab S8, and I thought the Tab S8 speakers sounded pretty good. But here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what they sound like.
And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
When it comes to the cameras on these two, they took away the ultra wide lens on the back of the Tab S9, maybe because it was only a 6 megapixel and didn't look that great, but you've got a 13 megapixel wide angle on the back of both tablets, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide front facing camera on both tablets as well. If you're wondering if the cameras look better on the Tab S9 over the Tab S8 as far as photo and video quality go, to me it's too close to call. I feel like they're pretty much the same in my testing. Both can also go up to 4K 30 frames per second for video recording and should be fine for Zoom meetings and other video conference calls. They also have the auto framing feature for video recording as well. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what to expect from both. So hopefully this video gave you a little closer look at these two tablets from Samsung and which one is the better option for you. Some of the differences may be big enough to choose one over the other. Either way, I don't think you can go wrong regardless of which one you choose. And if you like tablets, I've got a ton more comparisons I'm working on, so you'll want to look out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.